It's DJ Vaal.
Sanbonani Dumelangi Nda. Welcome to maVUTi Pulse podcast, where we are capturing the beat of student and staff life. Imagine if enthusiasm had a mascot. That's right. That's me. I'm Wandile Mhlongo, and today I'm joined by my two guests from BCESO. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. I don't know where it should go. Who should start? Who wants to introduce themselves first? Okay.
I'm Christina Mukwevho, and I am BCESO's event coordinator.
Okay.
My name is Octavia Mashaba, and I'm the Legal and Transformation Officer for BCESO.
Okay. For those who are watching and they do not know what is BCESO, what does BCESO stands for? Who wants to take it?
Okay. BCESO is building in civil engineering student organization. So it's the civil engineering student organization for VT, and it's under SAICE.
SAICE. So it's just a student chapter.
Yes, and the main of the student chapter, basically we realized that there is a gap between the industry and also the students. So our main aim is to patch that gap, but not only to patch the gap, but to be there and serve the civil engineering students, because there is also a gap between the departments and also the students.
So if I'm getting it right, BCESO is just a bridge between students and industries.
Yes.
That's right. So you're in your first year, right?
Yes.
And you're doing civil engineering. What called you? What made you to choose civil engineering?
It's mostly my dad. So from a very young age, I've always been on the site with my dad. Whenever he went to work, I was there. Weekends, I was there. After school, I would call him to come fetch me, and I would go to sites with him. So that's how I fell in love with civil engineering.
Makes sense. Yourself?
For me, I joined it when I was doing my third year, and that is because when I was doing my first year and my second year, I realized the problems that civil engineering students were experiencing, and I've always asked myself to say, okay, how can I place myself in a situation whereby I will be a solution and not a problem? Because if I'm facing this issue, that means that all students are facing it, and if they're not solved, that means that the next generation of students will continue to experience the same issues, and they might even get worse. So I chose to become a problem solver and a solution to the civil engineering students.
Get it. So in every problem, there's always a solution. I guess it's something that we should try to learn. If we see a problem, we shouldn't just wonder who can solve that problem. We can actually be pioneers of solutions that might come. You're in your third year, so you have an experience when you have to touch your first year, your second year, and now your third year. So what are the most challenges have you seen and experienced, and would wish that anyone who's doing civil engineering or any other course in particular can actually base themselves into, equipping themselves with more knowledge? And the same way that they came, they might leave this place with a different, how can I say it? A different perspective. They should, be equipped.
For me, I'll say discipline, focus, and those are the two things, because I've realized that, for example, I'll just confess, I should be completing my course, but I'm not completing it. Why? Lack of discipline and lack of focus. You come here and you take all your focus and you put it at the nice part of it, and you forget the academic part of it. So I'll say that if you're doing your first year or your second year right now, focus and have discipline. Yes, let's enjoy, but let enjoyment be 10%. 90% you are here for academics. So let's all focus on the academics. We'll have nice time there and there. So yes, let's all focus and have discipline.
Okay. So you're saying that she's saying you should have 90% of academics and 10% of enjoyment. Now it brings to, I don't know if I should say speculations or what people they believe outside there. We know that if you're doing engineering, it's a very serious course. You're smart. You do not have a social life.
Yes.
And do you guys really have social life?
I don't. I would lie. I don't.
Do you?
I used to, but now I don't. To be
Why?
honest.
Why? I'm curious to know.
Okay, the course is just taking too much of my time. It's really taking too much of my time. It's that thing where, okay, for example, this week I'm writing like 5 tests. That means I'm writing every single day until Saturday. Then, so if I want to go out and have fun, I think, oh, okay, I have to study. I can't afford to fail because failing adds another year, and I want to leave. I want to go work. I want to reach my goals. I have people that I have to fulfill the promises I've made to them. So social life, yes, I do have friends, but we'll meet for like an hour. Then after that, I'm back to schoolwork.
Okay. So are the course chowing? Like, I think you guys are the most going students here at VUT. Are the course like the modules chowing?
Yes.
What's the most challenging course for you? Module for you?
For me right now, I'd say it's physics 2.
Yeah, are we coming on that?
For me, I'll say that it was applied mechanics and theory of structures. Those are the only difficult modules I've ever encountered within the course.
So have you tried to, or have you overcame them?
Oh yeah, to be honest, I repeated applied mechanics, but after learning my lesson, having the discipline and the focus, the study strategies, how to manage my time, being open enough to go to the lecturers and ask questions, be honest when you don't understand, when you need help. I managed to pass it when I did it for the second time, and then theory of structures, I just did it nicely. It was just flowing, so yeah.
Okay. Was it a PD?
Yes.
Big ups to
Yeah.
you. You in your first year,
Yes.
now it's your second semester.
Yes.
So have you overcome your physics? The most challenging module?
Okay,
Or are you
so
getting there?
I don't know. I'm still seeing because last semester it was chemistry, but now I'm flowing in chemistry because I've learned to build a relationship with the lecture. So now chemistry is more easy. So now there's physics and it's a new lecture, so it's still a bit shaky, but I'll get there.
Okay. So do you think that from attending classes, you get all the knowledge that is necessary? Or do you guys sometimes need to make extra research for you to better understand the content? Let's start with you.
So with that one, I'll say that it depends on modules. And I will then go back to one of the challenges that our students experience, having lecturers who are new at VUT and they're not experienced. So you find yourself having to put a lot of effort for you to understand something because even the lecturers are new into the module. So it's like you are new, they are new. You are both trying to navigate the module at the same time and make it through it. So with lecturers who are new into the course, you have to put more effort. But lecturers who've been there, they know how to lecture. So you don't have to put much effort because they get into the class, they give you all the knowledge, they open your brain, and you are now perfect enough for you to attack every situation that you encounter when you are alone and you're studying.
Makes sense. Yourself?
I agree with what Octavia said. It depends with the module and the lecture. And I feel like it also depends with you as a person on how you grasp things quickly. For me, when it comes to maths, I just need one lesson, then I'm okay. Because my mind grabs it very fast. But when it comes to anything that has theory, I need a lecture that will explain it perfectly well for me to understand it and grasp it.
So according to what you've experienced so far, would you discourage or encourage people to do your course?
Okay. I feel like there we have to also get a clarity on something. There are students who do civil engineering because that's the only course that they got accepted in, and it becomes an issue. So I'll say that do civil engineering because of the love. Don't do it because of money. The industry is shaky at the moment in our country. So if you do civil engineering for money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Is it money?
Do it for love. It has money in certain you have to, within the civil engineering, there are too many water, transportation and stuff, structural. There is money, but I'll say that do civil engineering for the love so that when it gets tough, you have a reason to push. Because I've had my friends who quit along the way. They're now doing biochem, chemistry and stuff. So do it for the love so that no matter how tough it gets, you remain there because you love it. You have a greater purpose for doing it. So failing one module or two won't discourage you to leave.
Okay, makes sense. coming to you now.
I totally agree with her. I have friends who want to change next year because of the experience I had in the first semester. First semester was very hard for us because we're still trying to navigate our way into university and civil engineering. So most people came here and they didn't do their research on what is civil engineering, what can I do once I get that thing, that certificate that's written in civil engineering. Because people think, okay, once I'm a civil engineer, I'll just do civil engineering work. And there's so many sub-disciplines under civil engineering, so you need to know where you are going. So you need to know what you're doing first, do your research, make sure that it's something that you're going to love. Because if you don't love it, it's going to be hard and it's going to be boring. And you're going to end up being depressed because you don't love it.
I get it. I'm also curious to know, so with all these academic pressure, chowing modules and everything, how do you guys get to distress? What do you do in your downtime?
Yo, for me, it's gonna sound crazy, hey? So whenever I feel stressed and I feel like, no, I can't do it, and I feel like I want to box someone, I just put on my shoes and I jog. So yeah, I'm that one person whereby if you around 6 a.m. Bedworth Park, you'll find me just running around Cassandra and Penelope doing my rounds. So yeah, whenever I feel depressed and I feel like
You can't
it's
take
not
it.
working, I jog.
So does it help though?
It helps a lot.
Okay. You?
So me, I'm a, what do you call it, an introvert? Yeah, I'll call myself an introvert. So what I do is that I watch Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean.
Comedy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I watch specifically Mr. Bean. I laugh, then I eat sweets, then I sleep, then I will wake up refreshed and ready to
Then-
take on it.
But does it help?
It helps big time.
Okay, I'm glad. I have, I don't know if it's a question, but I guess it's a question. So industries like civil engineering, they are always advancing. There's always something new. So I just made a bit of research and I got aware of just 3 key areas in civil engineering. So can you guys take me through the smart structure, automations and robotics, and also 3D printing?
Can I take on the second one?
It's okay.
The one that you said.
Automation,
Automation
and robotics.
So basically with that one, it's more of AI, to be quite honest, because I did my own research about it. It's more of AI because there are certain jobs during a construction whereby they can be done by human beings, but when human beings have to do it, it's going to take much longer time. And remember, we are living in a world whereby everything is fast-paced. You want to complete a project. If it's 5 years, you want to be done within 5 years. And if you look at the human labor, it might take time. So they are now going into automation and robotics to say that if a person can do it within 50 days, then a robot can come and do it maybe within 15 days. So it might be a bad thing, but it's also a good thing for the construction industry and also the civil engineering industry. So yeah, that's how it's going right now.
Okay.
And I'll take on 3D printing. There's this webinar where I attended where they were speaking about 3D printing and how, as much as we might see it as a bad thing, that it's taking away our job. Because apparently in some countries, they're doing 3D printing on bridges and buildings now. So it's advancing very much. But for it to happen, it actually also gives us jobs. Because we have to be the ones that, because the machine. So you have to set it, you have to program it to do a specific thing. And we studied civil, so we know, okay, these are the requirements for a bridge. How strong must it be and stuff. So it becomes faster, as Octavia has said, but it's also reducing the workload from us.
Okay. So we had this, should I say, gender inequality, right? That if you do courses like engineering, you need to be a little bit masculine. So how do you break that stigma or stereotype?
Okay, I'm gonna say something that my mentor said to me, and I'll never forget it. She said to me, the reason why she did civil is because she wanted to see what is it that men do that she can't do. So that's how I am. I'm that person where if you give me a job and you're like, no, women are supposed to do this, I'm gonna do the opposite of it. I used to help my dad wash the car whenever he was changing tires. I know how to change a tire now because I used to be a boy. Me being girly, and I've never had makeup. I'm not girly. I am a tomboyish nyada. Yes. So I've always been in that side where, okay, I can do anything that I want to do. Like, I can do anything. There's nothing that men can do that I can't do.
Okay, yourself?
With me, I'll say that I have two characters. Whenever I get inside the beauty campus, I'm masculine. You know, like, because the boys in the class will challenge you as a lady, and you'll find yourself mentally and physically being too masculine. But outside that, guys, I'm into modeling. Whenever I get inside my room, I put on my heels. I'm into pageantry. So currently, I'm a finalist for Miss Gauteng.
Oh,
So
big ups, big
yeah,
ups,
so
big ups, big ups.
thank you. So I have two characters. Inside beauty, I'm masculine, and that's because of the course itself, the way it is dominated by men. And outside, I'm a lady. So yeah.
Okay, then how do you balance between the responsibilities of being an event coordinator and being an executive, right? So, and your module, your course, how do you manage between your workload and having to perform the duties under BCESO?
Okay, for me, being under BCESO is helping me network, which is one of the most important things that you need as an engineer. You need to know how to learn how to network. So as much as I might say, okay, it's an extra curriculum thing that I'm doing right now, but it's actually also helping me, it's grooming me to be on how I must be when I get to the workplace, because I get to interact with industry professionals. So it's more of joy. Like, I love it. It's nice, even though it comes with a lot of work, but I love it. It's nice because then I get to interact with industry professionals. Then I get to ask them questions. I get to have a small insight on how is it to be in the industry. And then I know how, okay, once I'm done here and I need help with maybe navigating my life into the industry, I have contacts that I can call and be like, okay, hi, I need help with something. I need help with maybe getting a job. Can you help me? Can you teach me on what must I do so that my applications become successful and stuff?
For me, I'll put it like this. We're not always going to be at VUT, right? There is life after VUT. So I use BCESO as a networking platform, as she has said, but also as a socializing platform, because the course is too much on its own. We can't even socialize with each other because weekends are for studying, Monday to Fridays for classes. So I use BCESO as a socializing platform and also for networking in a way that we plan events. During those events, we get to play with each other, we get to socialize, we get to talk, we get to laugh, we get to talk about our struggles within the course and find a way we can help each other. So yeah.
Do you guys get time to rest, or you sometimes appear zombies because of it's too much?
If you see me around campus, I'm never like this. I appear as a zombie. You will never recognize me around campus.
Do you really find time to rest, though?
Okay, I will confess. Because I sleep around 5 to 6 hours every single day, and that makes me to be tired every day inside the classes. So there are those days whereby I cheat myself and I'm like, oh, today I'm giving myself some 8 hours or 9 hours. So yeah.
Yes, I do. I love sleeping, so I prioritize it. I think that's...
You can't sleep. Under these circumstances, you can't.
I need to sleep in order to function. Otherwise, I'll have a headache, I'll feel sick, I'll become very moody. So I need to sleep. So now I do sleep.
Yeah. So to students, or should I say acquaintances, your classmates, those who are not under BCESO, what advice would you give to them? Are there any who are not under this structure?
Obviously, because the committee is comprised of around 15 members, so, and civil engineering, the students are too many. So to them, I'll say that, again, there is life after VUT. For as much as we're here for academics to get that certificate so that we can make it in life, but you have to understand that if you want to go far, you have to go with other people. So come into BCESO. Every event that we put on, we're not putting it for ourselves. We are putting it for all civil engineering students. So when we put up an event, we are putting up for the students. Please come. Come and network, because those industry professionals, they dropped everything. They could be constructing things, doing whatever they're doing, planning, designing, monitoring, but they dropped everything so that they can come and network with the students and see who can I help, where and how. So I'll say that to all civil engineering students, please look out for SAICE and also BCESO. Follow us on all our social media platforms and make sure that if we put out an event, come through, because those industry professionals are very, very hungry to meet students who are hungrier than them.
Then how do they get notified about these initiatives?
Every time we post it on our Instagram, it's SAICE VUT, and then we have WhatsApp groups for SAICE. S1 students have their own groups, S2, S3, S4, and S5. So those are the groups that they can follow.
Okay. What advice do you have for them?
There's an event I once attended here, and one of the guest speakers was like, if you live here with just your academic record, then just know that you have failed yourself. Because life is not only about academics. You need to have networking. When you go out here, you need to know, okay, because these days, you need to know people to go to the right places.
You need connections.
Yes.
Let us not sugarcoat it. You need connections.
You need connections.
Okay.
So now, with attending these events, you can come, because there's industry people and there's big people. So you can come like, hi, my name is Christina. I am doing my first year. Can you please guide me? And these people are very nice. They will give out their contact numbers just like that. So you can get their contact numbers. Then the day you go for in-service training, maybe you can't find a company that will accept you for in-service training. You can just call one of them. You're like, I need in-service training. Please help me. So you have to build a connection or a relationship with industry people while you're still here at VT. So that once you live here, you know, okay, at least man, I know I have backup plan. Yes, I have people but
Okay. So prior to the event that you guys hosted, I think a week ago,
Yes.
or this past weekend, what's the theme? Women Engineering Women's Day. What was a motive behind that? What inspired that? I think I should start with you, because you are an event coordinator.
Okay, so this event, the idea came from realizing that a lot of first-year students want to drop out from civil engineering. So this event was to motivate, especially the women, because I'm a bit feminist sometimes.
Hey, get on that.
So
Get on that.
it was to inspire those, to show them, okay, yes, it's hard, but you're not the only person that has been through this journey. Because when the industry people came, some of them told us, oh, me, I failed. And I failed a lot of times. I repeated modules like 5 times in order for me to get my diploma. But look at me now, I am successful. So just because the course is hard doesn't mean it's not nice. Doesn't mean you're not going to enjoy the benefits at the end. So it was mostly to encourage and empower young women to know, okay, you can still go into the engineering field. And also to show them that it's not only for men. We can be in powerful places while being a woman in the engineering field.
Okay.
For me, I'll say that the main theme for me was to say dream big. Do not limit yourself, because I feel like as women, we tend to limit ourselves. We are aware that we're in civil engineering, and we are also aware that it's male-dominated, but we don't really fight. Instead of fighting hard to get what we want, we limit ourselves. So the main aim was to say, don't limit yourself. For example, the CEO of SAICE, it's a woman. So if as a woman, she can sit up there and make the rules and conduct, then as a woman you can do it. The only thing that you have to do is that you have to fight, and again, do not limit yourself just because you're a woman. Because at the end of the day, engineering is not about gender, it's about the brains. So yeah.
It's not about masculinity. Everything lies in the in the mind. So I guess the moral story is never limit yourself. Because you chose civil engineering, you got to do it. It means you can still take it on. Yes, challenges will be there, hardships will be there. You'll fail at some point. Nobody likes to fail, guys, honestly. But then I think it's something that I'm not saying we should embrace it, but we should, whenever we fail, we take that as a lesson, and from that we image ourselves.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Since I've, been here with you, now I'm having this a different mindset about engineering, and I'm drawn to it, but I know that I'm not going to do it because...
Do it.
Hey,
Go do it.
oh, you're discouraging me.
No, I'm saying go do it.
Oh, okay, but AI is going to be too much, guys. Imagine always being, focus on books and it's chowing and everything. So yeah, I guess so. But what are the other future initiatives are you guys looking forward to?
We have so many things planned up for the rest of the year. For the rest of the semester, we have Engineering Day that's coming up. At least that one won't be for women only. Yes, it's for everyone. We also have a guest lecture. We have the FLP Roadshow. We have so many events coming up.
We also have the charity event. So I feel like that's one of the good things about being a part of SAICE and also BCESO. So now we are looking for a charity that we can fund, and we've been in the process of doing it. So you then realize that we are not just the student chapter, but we also care about the community of Vaal and also giving back to the community. So that is one of the events that we are planning, and I'm also passionate about it as a pageant girl. So yeah.
That's interesting. So do you
Yes.
guys get all the necessary help or support? Do you get it?
Yes.
I'll say that, for example, we're a committee, right? And we're like 15. If we can't solve an issue or we can't find something or we need help, our lecturers are always there. We can always go there. Mr. Felix, Mr. Smith, Rosalia, all the lecturers in our department, they're always there for us. So whenever we need help, we have someone to go to, and we have the SAICE Vaal branch. So they are also there also. We have our department, our lecturers, and we also have SAICE Vaal. So I feel like we have all the support we need, and we also have the SAICE support also. So yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
Did you wrap it all?
Yes, she did.
Okay, when you do such courses, it's a lot to take in, right? And people, they get depressed, people, they get suicidal, some to an extent that they actually attempt it. And it's a lot to take in because it's chowing. So how can one tackle that problem and try to deal with it? Because we have a student counseling here at VUT, and do they really utilize it? Do you guys get to utilize it whenever Nico Isha and stuff?
Okay. I did when I first got, before the semester one started, I knew, from high school, I knew I was bad with time management. And I saw that this causes a lot. It's a lot. I have 9 modules, so I need to have time management or something. So I went there and they helped me to know, as much as I'm here for school, but I also need to rest. I need to watch movies. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I need to go out, buy groceries. If you're always on your books, you won't have that time to go buy groceries and stuff. So I would suggest people to go there. And if they feel like things are very overwhelming, they should go there. Those people are very nice. Those people that work there, they're very nice. They will help you and they will sit down with you. They'll try to figure out, why are you not focusing for long? How can they help you? Or they will try to figure out, you are good with maths, you are good with numbers. How can we help you study for theory? So they really did help me.
Okay, that's good.
So with me, I'll say that I'll confess, I went there once. Second session, I didn't go back.
Why is
The
that?
first session was just too good to open that I saw light. I'm not sure if it makes sense. She can relate to what I'm saying.
I'm keen to know.
You get there and it's like they wrap up everything in just one session and you're like, I don't think I need more. They helped you with time management. They helped you on how to deal with stress. They made you realize that, hey, the reason you are depressed is because, number one, you sleep 5 hours, you sleep 4 hours, you're always studying. Besides studying, you have nothing to do with your life. And then you don't give yourself social time. You don't take a walk. You don't jog. Like, you're all on the book. It's like book and 4 hours of sleep, book and 4 hours of sleep. So they help you to plan a lot of things. From your eating to how to distress, taking walks and jogging. to just watching, like she said, watching movies, eating healthy again. You know, you can't be eating kota Monday to Monday or eating the chips level rotoli.
But it's nice, yeah.
It's not. But you have to make time for healthy, like papa. You know, we're Africans. We need pap. Our bodies need pap.
Is too much. You
No.
need those waters and everything.
So yeah, one session was good enough, and I never went back. But if I were to encounter more issues, I wouldn't mind to go back.
Okay. So you guys are the future aspired civil engineering engineers, right?
Yes.
So what emerging trend in civil engineering that you are aware of and would one day be grateful to be there?
Okay, there is this other student from China, guys. I'm not a Chinese person, so I can't really like spell their names and say names. He invented this other thing about seismic, whereby they are now building buildings so that even though there is an earthquake, the buildings will just go with
Float.
the flow of the
It will just
of the
float.
earth. Yeah,
Okay.
just almost like floating. Just shake a little bit, but nothing will happen to the structure. Maybe there might be like some structural cracks, but they won't make much impact. So that is something that I've been curious about. And another one that emerged, I think it was last year, second semester. It was also a Chinese student, whereby he invented a building that is a solar on its own. Because he was like, why should we build a building that is very, very tall and then we have a solar on top of it? Why not make the whole building a solar? And I was like, wow, I'm inspired by it. And yeah, I'm looking, who knows, maybe I might be the first South African woman or first African woman to like bring it in Africa, because
should.
they only invented it in China right now. So yes.
So with all the resources that you guys currently have, all the resources that we have in South Africa, do you think it's possible to do as that guy of China? Be honest. Be honest.
Okay, I will be honest. I don't believe that we have enough resources. It's going to take, especially the capital part of it, financially it's going to take a lot. But I believe that with sacrifices, we can make it.
Okay. We're coming to you now.
Oh, me. Okay, I don't know. But
I
now
think
I
this is
don't know.
interesting because your father is part of it. Probably you'd want to be more like him.
Yes, yes, I have to be better than him. I remember I've always told my dad that I want to be the first woman in South Africa to have so many companies that deal with civil engineering only, but they must not, the clients must come from overseas. So it must be international clients coming to South Africa. So imagine Obama coming here asking us to build a house for him overseas. That's how I want it to be.
Okay. It's a great initiative. I actually, before I called you in, I made my research and it's a lot. And I was, blown away by how this thing they get to be, especially from their planning stage, testing those things and actually implementing those things. So I can really say it's a mind-blowing course to do. But yeah, I guess I'm still on that thing. It's a lot. It Charles. But I believe that you guys can, aspire to be whatever that you want. It's possible. I mean, look at you. You knew your dad here. How many before you came and they just gave up just like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still in your first year, second semester. You hope that you do not give up. Whenever you feel like giving up, your father is there.
Yes.
Yeah. So what other message would you want to pass, not only in engineering students, but students in particular, VUT students? What advice would you give to them? Where should I start?
Mine is very long.
Long?
So I live by 3 quotes in life, and the first one, it says that life is what you make out of it, using all the opportunities you have around you.
True.
The second one, it says that time is not promised to anyone. So if you don't go after your dreams today, chances are you will never be able to attain them or achieve them. The third one, it says that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So the first one, I'll just go on to say that you cannot be that person whereby you have opportunities everywhere and you don't use them. Learn to use every single opportunity, every single person that you see around you to get where you want to be in life. Right. And then the second one, I'll say that let's not postpone our dreams in life. Don't say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start on Saturday. I'll start when I'm 20 years. I'll start when I'm 25. Start now. You know, I'll give an example. A civil engineering student, something that we can do right now as students and make money out of it is doing floor plans. Don't say, oh, I'll start floor plans when I'm 20. I'll start floor plans when I'm 20. Start now. If you don't start today, when you're 25, you won't start. Start now when AutoCAD is free. Start now when your maVUTi Wi-Fi is free. You can run your small business of floor plans in your room. Use all the resources and all the opportunities that you get in life, because if you do that, you can see the future, you can see the beauty of your dreams, and you'll now have that passion inside to say, no, I'm not going to give up. I'll keep on going no matter how tough it gets. So, yeah.
True, that's very profound. I've actually learned a thing or two from what you just said.
I would say to them to never give up. I have this thing in my life where I don't believe in giving up. So no matter how hard something is, I'll keep on pushing, because I feel like nothing is too hard for me. So if it's hard, then it scares me, and I don't like failure. So I will just keep on pushing. So to never give up, keep on pushing. Life is difficult. School is hard. School is just hard. Everything. And now that you're alone and you're far away from home, you have to build a future for yourself and including people back at home. So just keep on pushing and just don't give up on your dreams. Never.
Yeah, so everything just depends on us. We know our situations, we know where we come from,
Yeah.
and we cannot, blame ourselves from the background that we're coming from.
Yeah.
But we are responsible for our tomorrow. So thank you guys for coming in. It was a very insightful podcast episode. I wish I can have you more, and get to, understand how the industry works. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
for having us.
I'm with smart kids. I'm also feeling like I'm a bit smart or something.
And we are with the cool kids.
That's it from us, guys, from maVUTi Pulse podcast, where we are capturing the beat of staff and student life. Po, 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 po.